Hello and welcome to Victor with Victory English School. I'm here to help you learn a new lesson on the difference between interested versus interesting. So you might be confused, how do you actually use these two words correctly in terms of grammar and in terms of pronunciation? So let's go and figure out, first of all, number one, how do you actually pronounce these words correctly in American English? Okay, so number one, let's look at the word interested. The first thing is to notice the stress goes on the first part of the word, so it's interested. Okay, so there's 3 syllables and it goes interested. Okay, the second part now is how do you pronounce each part? So there's 3 parts. The first part is in, like I-N. The second part is T-E-R, but instead of T-E-R, what we do is we cut out the vowel E, and it becomes T-R, which makes a C-H-R sound, like in truck, or try, or train, okay? And then the last part is like D-I-D, so it becomes interested, okay? So interested. Can you say that? Interested, okay? The second one is interesting. So the same stress goes on the first syllable, and then it's just a D-I-N-G instead of a D-I-D. So it's interesting, okay? And that's how you pronounce both of those words. Now you're wondering, well, so what? Now, how do I use that in English, in American English? Well, basically, what are both of those words in terms of grammar? They are adjectives. Now, adjectives describe nouns or pronouns. In other words, it describes person, place, or thing, and so on. So how do we figure out now what's the difference between ED and ING? The ED adjectives describe feelings from yourself. So if you feel, let's say, scared, ED, confused, ED, okay, terrified, okay. If you see an ED adjective word, it describes your emotions, your feelings about something, okay. The ING describes something else. So for example, I could say that show is very interesting, very interesting. So maybe there's a show on how toilet paper is made. That show is very interesting. Or maybe you saw a show on how they make shields. Wow, that's very interesting. Now, how do you feel? You could say, I'm interested about cool looking shields. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So I'll give you another example. You could say, I'm interested in pottery. I'm interested in photography. Okay, so I'm interested in basketball. Okay, now if you want to say ing, you say, wow, my friend is so interesting. That TV show is so interesting. Okay, now here's a question. Would you ever use interesting to talk about yourself? Yes, there's one situation that I can think of, and that is where maybe someone is accusing you and saying, man, you're so boring. They're talking about me, right? And I say, no, I'm interesting, really. And so that's probably the only time you would actually use interesting to describe yourself. Normally, no. You always describe something else with the interesting, with the ing. So I hope that helps now that you can pronounce the words correctly. Interested, interesting, and now you know the difference. One is emotions about yourself, how you feel, and the other one, ing, is about how it describes something else. All right? Leave a comment if it helped you, or if you have any questions, or you want to know some more examples, leave a comment in the comment section below. And again, my name is Victor with Victory English School. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button and like button if you really enjoyed it. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye now.